Hi, it's Tony from FARMOOR again. I'm ready to start making another video, another episode of my plywood grow-on tank. So yeah, a bit more to do. Lots of bits now, really, lots of bits and pieces, but we'll see how we go. I'm sorry I didn't get the underwater shots of the liner because it was too dark. I don't know whether I might be able to do that today. I'll have a go and include that. But yeah, I'll turn around and show you what I have done, and which isn't a lot, but we'll go from there. So I did manage to get some shots from the liner this time. As you can see, there's a few wrinkles in the walling. That ring there is me trying to use a flashlight to help. It didn't really. But they're nothing of any consequence. It's not like having big folds in it that grabs all the muck. There's none of them actually that's sort of folded over. It's just a wrinkle, unfortunately. Well, I don't think it matters, but I'm sure somebody more expert than me would probably get it flatter, but on the whole I'm quite happy with it. The floor went in, and the corners of the floor went in superbly, to be honest. The floor of it is perfectly flat, which is probably one of the most important bits, so that all the muck can be gathered up. But yeah, just some wrinkles up the sides really. So it is what it is. I'm sure it'll be good. It's holding water, which is probably the main thing. And so on with the rest of this video. So it's pretty much looking very similar, but I've still got one of those to do. I have kind of provisionally set this in place, but I've got to make some sort of an outlet spout for this to go in there. It might be okay as it is, but I'm a bit worried about, well, yeah, it'll only be the bottom half of the pipe. But anyway, got to do something with that. I have tucked some wood in there for some reason. I have made this connection here with the slide valve, and I've got it going round the back, and I've just got it over there at the moment. So that will be going to the pump, which will be over in that far corner. Yeah, so I've got that one more dip pipe to do. I have got to get an electrical board up there. That board is stood there because I've got to cut it yet, but I'm putting that board up there to mount a few items like the pump controller and the heater stat, and well, if I put a feeder on it, the feeder controller will go on there as well. So that board is for something like 3 controllers going up there, electrics up there. Oh, and I've underneath this bench, there it is, that's the feed coming from my dechlorinator. So I've got to put a pipe up and over the door and down to give it a water supply. Got to fit the pump. I got to fit the air, which will be up there. And sometime, this is going to be future, probably I've got to make a lid for it. I want a netted lid and a polycarbonate lid to fit on there. And by the time I got all them bits and pieces done, it will be done, unless I decide to close that in with some insulation, but I'll see. It's amazing how much work is involved in doing one of these, really, but you make it what it is, don't you? You know, do as much or as little as you want to. So I'm going to get on and I'll show you some progress later. One little thing I forgot to show you just now. I completed that, if you remember. I hadn't, I just got some second-hand bends that I'd cut one off of, and so that's what I decided to do in the end. I just put that second-hand bit I had from a trickle filter, really, that I'd made years ago, and I've just joined it with that. That will enable me to take it off if I wanted to and get this pipe work out of the way, but I can't think why I would want to. But you never know. You know, I might want to get the band box out or something. And yeah, so that's where I got to so far. See you in a little while. I don't know how successful this is going to be, but I've kind of made this, I don't know what you call it, bird's beak exit. Just to show you if I can. Just to go in there and just turn the water down a bit, and it's dropped into the bottom of the band box. Sorry about that. So yeah, the idea is just to make sure none of the water sort of shoots the wrong way, really. So yeah, on the end of that pipe and a bit of a bird's beak to make sure it diverts downwards. Probably won't come out at that pace, but you know, I don't know about these easy pod things. Never had one before. So yeah, try that. Band box lid. I've already said I was going to cut it, and I've decided now to cut it. Those 2 holes I've just drilled in it, they're at thirds along the band box, so that's for one pipe to go in for an air stone, and that's for the other pipe to go in for an air stone, and hopefully they will hang onto the bottom of the band box and stay in position from that. I would normally make an air ring up, but I just can't be arsed, so I'm going to put a couple of biggish air stones in there and see how it goes. And then this hole is for the heater cable to go in, but I'm actually going to cut this band box through that line there in any event, because obviously I can't cut connections off with cables, and that happens to be roughly where it needs to be cut anyway. So I'm cutting it through there, then I'll put that piece in position. Then I've got to sort this out because the entry point is about here, so I've got to cut that through there somewhere, and that through there somewhere to allow for where the pipe goes in, and then that corner and that corner can be snapped back on. Hopefully. That's the plan. Mind you, I didn't plan for the easy pod to drop into it quite like that. I had something else in my mind, but hey ho, plans have to change. Yeah. Well, that's the bandbox lid cut. That back piece is on. That was the easy bit. This doesn't fit as well as I'd like, but I'm going to have to do something to hold that joint together a little bit. Don't know what yet, but I'll figure something out sometime, or it will always be forgotten about. And this is the other piece. That's not so bad actually. Yeah, so it's got a lid on it. It's got a connection through. That's another bit of the jigsaw done. This wasn't quite what I was thinking when I had the concept originally in my mind before I even started. I quite thought that all I'd be doing is a bend on there and maybe a bit of pipe and shooting straight into the bandbox. But space became a bit of a premium and prevented me from doing it. In order to do it, either this door would have had to have been changed in some shape or form, which would have been awkward, so that the bandbox could come this way and the outlet went straight in, or the tank would have had to have been somewhat shorter to do it, but I wanted as big a tank as possible. Anyway, I don't mind. I think I've got over it, you know. It should be should all work okay, and straight in there where it'll be aerated and come out of there. So that's another step towards it. Now I'm waiting for a couple of fittings to set the pump up, so that's something else that I'm struggling with a little bit at the moment, because I don't want to buy another pump, and the pump I got is far too big. I got Pond Expert. They're fantastic pumps, a Pond Expert Vary. They're fantastic pumps. I think they're much better than EA pumps. When you look at them side by side, they are more efficient in wattage, for one thing. I've never had a problem with one, and I've heard of lots of problems with EA pumps. Never had a problem with a Pond Expert pump, and they're cheaper, quite a bit cheaper as well. So I don't know why people buy EA pumps really. Pond Expert's beautiful. Everybody has their favourite pumps, mind you. As I say, what I've got is too big. I've got a 20,000 Vary. Now, when it's knocked down to its lowest speed, lowest flow rate, it actually flows at what the Easy Pod says is its maximum, which is 10,000 litres an hour, I think it is. Anyway, it runs on its lowest Vary speed. It runs at what the Easy Pod should run at. So I'm going to be putting it in, running it at its lowest at the moment. I have got a 10,000 actually on that tank down the bottom of the garden, and I might at some point just swap them over, although that one at the bottom really only needs a 10,000. Or I might in the future buy another 10,000 Pond Expert, and when that gets dialed down, I don't know what the lowest is that goes over, but it's about 30% of the 10,000, I think. So I suppose it'd be 3,000 something. Anyway, that's the pump I've got for it, but I can't do that because I'm waiting for a couple of fittings. So I'm going to get on with this up here now. Is my next job, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've now fitted this board up here to put the pump controller on, the heater controller, and if I have an auto feeder I can go on there. So that's on there, and up here I've gone and fitted my electrics. Now I did think I had some 15 amp electric ring main cable, but don't know where that's got to. So at the moment I've used a 15 amp extension cable to wire them up with temporarily. Probably end up being permanent because that's the way I am, unless I find that the cable starts to overheat or something. And I've got my air pump strung up there. I mean, it couldn't be closer, could it really? But I got a tee off of that to use air in the band box and perhaps air in the pond. The air might not be needed in the pond, but I shall see. So yeah, that's where I've got to. Won't be long now, and I'll be firing it up. But not until next time at least, because next time I'll be fitting equipment. I'll be fitting the pump, I'll be fitting the heater, and I'll be fitting up the air. I've also got to still do the water, so that's probably it for today, I'm afraid. It's amazing how long these things take. If you're wondering why I've left a gap at the bottom instead of screwing to the board to the top rail of the door, it's because anything that falls down the back of that glass is going to just pile up behind that board. So I've left a gap for all the spiders' poo to come out and stuff. But amazing what mess spiders make with all their spiders' webs in here. So I've done that inlet into the band box, as you know. I've done the lid to the band box. Got all that done last time. I got this done round to there. Still waiting for some fittings for that, but that'll be here for next time. That's really it. These are doing really well, but I should be glad to get them in there. So, until the next one. Just thought I'd show you how these are getting on. They're doing well. The three I got from Rick recently are doing well. There's the Haku. The others will turn up in a minute. I saw the kin shower just then, but it's disappeared again. Oh, there it is. Nope. It's in there somewhere. It'll turn up in a minute. Oops, thank you. Oh, there's the keeper shoey. went out of shop until I put forward for the challenge this last year. That one. Too thick for me. Ah, there's it go. They're not going to play ball, are they? It's hard to keep the shoeies up there. The skin ring can show up. What was it there? And the Guinean key at Shuri is there as well just now. They're snatch and grab fish. There's a little frosty. Ah, there's the shower in the corner there. There it is. Okay, so that's it for this one. I can't thank you enough for watching. Some of you are actually saying you're enjoying it. That's nice to hear. As I say, I've got still lots of bits and pieces to do, but I'm getting there. It won't be long now, and I could put my fish in there. I'd love to do that, but because those tanks are so much work all the time, those aquarium tanks. Anyway, thank you all for watching, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for your likes and shares and comments. I do enjoy reading them and replying, so please do subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you all so much. So bye for now. Bye bye.